Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you what's in my baby's hospital bag. So I'm giving birth in just a few short weeks and I'm so excited. I'm very looking forward to giving birth and having a little baby here. If you don't know who I am, then my name's Abigail. I have a son already called Samuel who is 2.5 years old, and I'm due with baby number 2 in February 2021, in case you're watching this in the future. And I'm very excited about it. Very nervous, but very excited. And so if you're pregnant and looking to give birth soon, then I hope this video is helpful for you to see what you could pack for your baby in your hospital bag. I would just be aware that I live in Scotland in the UK, so things might be slightly different if you live somewhere else, because hospitals might provide you with certain things. But this is definitely everything that I'm going to need for a baby when they come in just a few weeks. I'm so excited. I've been told I'm having a boy, so that's just to let you know. I'm having another boy hopefully, and I'm very excited about him. So let's get straight into everything that I've packed for a baby boy after I give birth. I've got everything in this bag here. So this is not actually a huge bag. It's kind of like a smallish, medium-sized bag. It's really pretty actually, I really like it. And I've got everything that I need in here. So the first thing that I have is in this Ziploc sandwich bag. You know, one of those ones with these openings. And this is a tip I saw on Facebook. I'm in one of my pregnancy Facebook groups. I saw the tip to put things in sandwich bags because it means that things are so much easier to find. And if your husband's trying to get something, that everything is like clearly able to see. So I really think this is a good tip, and this is something that I'm using this time round. And so in my first bag here, I have 12 newborn size nappies. These are the ones that I like. These are from Aldi's, the cheapest ones that they do, and they work perfectly fine for us. So I've packed 12 of those nappies. I think the first time with Samuel I used about 2 nappies, not very many at all, and the hospital can of course provide them if you need extra. So I've packed 12. I'm hopefully only going to be in for one night like the first time, or maybe not even one night depending when I give birth. So I'm hoping, yeah, I'm not planning on having like being in for a long period of time, but just in case I'm a bit longer than I expect, I have packed a bit extra. So that's the first thing I have in that Ziploc bag. The next thing I have is another Ziploc bag, and in here is a few different things. So the first thing is this little blanket. This is a little blanket for the car seat for when the baby is going home. At my hospital, you don't need to bring your own blanket for the baby after birth. They wrap them in a little blanket and they can stay in that until they leave in hospital. So I've packed this for the car seat after birth, after we plan to go home. I've packed 1 muslin cloth. I've packed 2 cute little newborn size hats, and I've packed a swaddle, which I think I'm not going to need this, but just in case we're in for longer than we expect, I'm packing a little swaddle. So that's what's in my first little Ziploc bag, and that fits all nicely in there. The second ones I have are with clothes in it, and so this is where the little bags come in handy, because you know exactly what sizes are in what bags. Because I have already had a son, and he weighed about 7.5 pounds when he was born, and I've had a growth scan this time, which basically says that this baby is kind of on target to be the same kind of weight as Samuel. I haven't packed too many different sizes. I've packed 1 bag of up to 7.5 pounds size clothes, and 1 bag of up to 10 pounds size clothes. So I would just check you have, of course these are all newborn size labelled on the bag from the shop, but of course different shops have different sizes of clothes. They're not like hugely different sizes, but just because I wanted to fit really nicely and to use all the smaller stuff first, then that's why I've kind of put them into 2 different bags. So in the first bag is up everything, as you can see here, it's everything labelled up to 7.5 pounds. So this is like the smallest stuff that I have. And what I have is I have 4 of these newborn sized up to 7.5 pounds of vests, which are so tiny, so cute. And then I also have 2 zipper sleep suits in up to 7.5 pounds. So these have zips, scratch mitts, feet. Perfect, ideal. Very happy about that. And then in this bag I have kind of the same. So I have 4 short sleeved vests, but just up to 10.5 pounds, up to 10 pounds. And I have one of those suits I'll show you. One of those suits which is specifically for the umbilical cord as well. So it kind of wraps across like this to make it a bit easier to take on and off when they've got that little plastic thing on their umbilical cord. So I have that, and then I also have 2 sleep suits at the bottom in up to £10 size, and these are button sleep suits, but they also have the scratch mitts and the feet on them as well. So basically, yeah, I've got 4 sleep suits in total and about 8 vests in total, and I'm hoping that's going to be more than enough. Last time I only used 1 or 2 outfits maximum. I think I used only 1 outfit in the end. Next thing I have in my bag, a bunch of nappy bags for the nappies, and then a pack of water wipes. These are my favourite. I love these. I'll use these from birth with my first son as well, and they are so good. They were so gentle on his skin, and I really like them. This is a good brand, and they are more expensive, but they're just the best in my opinion. I store them upside down like this to make sure that they're all kind of moist at the bottom. And that's almost everything I have in my bag. The one thing I have in my bag this time that I didn't have last time when I really needed it is one of these. And this is just one of those absorbent pads that you get for like puppies that are like potty training or like incontinence or whatever. It's like an absorbent pad. And what I'm going to use this for is I'm going to use this as a changing mat. So you can of course just take a changing mat that is just a normal changing mat, but these are just thinner and easier in my opinion. And if you get them all mucky with the first black meconium poo, then you can just spin it. So that's my thoughts behind that, because with my first son, Samuel, I got in the middle of the night, it was about 3 AM, and the midwife was like, your baby is pooed, change the nappy. And I was just like, where? Because there was nowhere to change the baby's nappy. I thought they'd have a mat in the hospital, and they didn't. So the options were my bed or the baby's bed for changing the pooey, horrible, black, sticky mess. So I ended up having to change the baby on my bed, and I got some of that black sticky poo on my bed, and it was not the best moment of my life. So I was not amused with that. So do not forget to take some kind of changing mat, because I regretted that the first time that I didn't take that. Then I also have like a pack last minute list. Most of these things on the list are for myself, but the one thing that I need to remember to take last minute is the car seat for the baby. It's very important. So I need to take the car seat, and then also in the car seat I'm gonna have another blanket. So it's gonna be February, so it's gonna be very cold in Scotland in February. So I've got this blanket, and then I've also got that one I showed you earlier to like wrap around the baby. I'm gonna strap them in the car seat first, and then this kind of goes over them to keep them all nice and cozy, which I'm gonna pack along with the car seat at the last minute. Because we are still in coronavirus times as I'm filming this, and we're still in full lockdown, I need to make sure that I remember to take the car seat in the hospital with us. When we go in, when I'm in labour and we go into the hospital, I need to take it into the actual hospital with us. Whereas before we could like leave it in the car and then Philip could go get it and come back. But because they don't want you going in and out of hospital a lot, and Philip's not even allowed to leave once we're in kind of thing. So we have to take the car seat and the blanket and stuff and everything with us that we could possibly need. I'm just going to jump in here and just say that I wanted to also mention that I am breastfeeding, so I don't need any kind of formula or anything, but of course if you're not breastfeeding, you want to make sure you take your formula. The one that I've seen recommended most is those little bottles you get of formula that are pre-sterilised and pre-done, and all you need to do is use them. So that's what I've seen recommended, but you might need ready-made formula if you're not planning on breastfeeding. So I just wanted to jump in here and say that as well. So I hope this video was helpful for you if you're packing your hospital bag for your baby. And yes, I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.